Okay, now it's time. 5:45. Time for Qigong. I'm Jordan.
Hi, amiga.
We're gonna do Qigong today. Wild Goose Qigong. Start with some warm-ups. Look at some movement details. And then we'll do the whole form together. Are you concerned that we're seeing the YouTube view? How's that? Yes, we should all look at Yue's hair.
Not Jordan's hair.
No.
No.
Don't look at my hair. Massaging up and down, back and forth. Then wiggling, rotating the other direction. Hip rotations. No, these are waist rotations. Hip rotations are lower and later. First we do the waist rotations.
Later.
Later. Then massage the chest, palm over palm into the chest. Switch which hand is on top, massage the other direction. And now for the hip rotations, feet are parallel shoulder wide. Fingers or palms into Huan Tiao. Rotate the hips. Letting the rest of the body accommodate the hips going around in a circle. As far forward as they go back, as far to the side as they go back, as far to the side as they go forward. And the feet remain planted on the floor. The heels aren't coming off the ground, the toes aren't coming off the ground, but the weight is shifting around on the bottom of the feet as we do these hip rotations. And massaging Huan Tiao. And massaging the lower back. Hip rotations in the other direction. Same idea, letting all the body accommodate the rotation. Letting the focus be on the hips and the shape of the circle. The size of it is not as important as the shape of it, although you can play with both. Tongue is touching lightly on the palate of the mouth, behind the teeth, for all the warm-ups. Palm over palm, lower dantian. Switch which hand is on top, massage the other direction. Then we'll do knee rotations. Placing the hands gently on the knees, looking out in the distance a ways, not down at the feet, keeping the back straight and the neck straight. Then massaging the kneecaps down on the inside, up on the outside. Knee rotations in the other direction, keeping the heels on the floor for the first time around on these. Then massaging down on the outside of the kneecaps and up on the inside. And second time can let the heels come up off the floor, but still maintaining a circle with the knees and not bottoming out and dropping and letting all your muscles go loose, but keeping engaged through the whole rotation, even through the bottom of it. Then massage down the legs. Massaging or knee rotations in the other direction. Letting the heels come up off the floor, staying engaged, keeping the core engaged. Back straight, neck straight, tongue touching lightly. Eyes out in the distance, onto the floor in the distance. And then massaging up the insides of the legs. Feet back together, interlace the fingers. And arm rotations. And then pushing up, looking up, expanding through the front of the body. Relaxing, pushing up. Relaxing, up again. And then up to the right. And relax, and up to the right again. Relax, up to the right. Relax, up to the left. Relax, left. Relax and left. Then folding at the paw, pushing down the front of the legs, past the toes, through the floor, back into upper dantian. Pushing down in front of the toes, to the left, outside the left little toe, outside the right little toe, grasping elbows. And massaging down the legs, patting down the legs. Then protect the back, get around a kick set. Kicking first with the heels. Powerful chi. Then with the toes. And then chin to toes.
Chin to toe.
Grasp the elbows. Reaching out with 10 fingers, 5 on each hand. Massage. And patting down the leg. Winding the back on the way up. Shake up the legs a little bit, walk around. Other side. Line the torso with the left leg. Fold at the paw. Chin and toe aligned with each other, eyes looking to the floor. Reaching out 10 fingers. And massaging. Patting down the leg. Finding the back on the way up. Walking it off a little bit. And other side. 6 fingers, 3 on each hand. Fold at the paw. Reaching. Back is straight, neck is straight. Chin and toe aligned. Two fingers. Grasping the toe. Massage. And pat down the leg. Minding the back on the way up. Other side. Lining. B. So left leg, 6 fingers, 3 on each hand. Looks like Derp showed up and he's a duck. He's a duck today. Two fingers, 1 on each hand. Grasping a toe. Massage. And pat down the leg. Finding the back on the way up. Then we get to do another round of kicks, protecting the back as we kick, keeping the lower dantian, middle dantian, upper dantian stacked on top of each other. And as the foot comes down each time, letting the connection to the floor be gradual and complete before lifting the opposite leg. And then toes. Feet back together. Right arm over the left shoulder, left hand in front of the face. Look right. Relax. Left hand over right shoulder, right hand in front of the face, look left. Relax. Right hand over left shoulder, left hand in front of the face, look right. Relax. And left hand over right shoulder, right hand in front of the face, look left. Relax. And slapping or patting massages on the corner of the shoulder and under the arm. And then some windmills. Left leg bent, right leg straight. Torso aligned to the bent left leg. Right arm up in front, down and back. And then the arm comes up and back, down in front. On the left heel and right heel, bend the right leg, left arm up in front, down and back. And the left arm up and back, down in front. Slapping, patting massage across the top of the shoulder and across the back. Pivoting on the heels, continuing the slapping. And then massaging. Circles on the back, rather than doing up and down and left and right like earlier. Doing circles. And then da bao. Da bao. Massaging the lower lymph nodes. Massaging chest. Other side. And massaging across the scapula, back of the shoulder, and then patting it. Feet are together for all these. Other side. Massaging. And patting. Massaging from the ends of the fingertips all the way up past the shoulder. Feet together. Feet together. There you go. Turning the arm over. Other side. Gotta do the bottom of the arm. Bottom goes out. The top goes in, the bottom goes out. And shaking the fingers. And eye-hand coordination. Being sure to get the fingertips to touch. Brushing past the webbing, past the wrist. And then switching hands. Massaging the palm, warming up Lagong. Massaging out to the ends of the fingers. Returning to the center of the palm each time. Then the other side. Then massaging out to the ends of each finger. Massaging the back of the neck. Other side. Massaging the front of the neck. Other side. Massaging the temples, Massaging the corners of the eyes. Right eyes point. If you do it with your eyes open, you can see how bright it makes your eyes. Corners of the nose. Mouth. When we're doing the mouth, the other hand is below, touching any of the good chi that might be getting brushed off. Massaging the ears. The lobes and all around the whorls. And then in a V with the fingers. And then drums of heaven. And then washing face and combing hair, getting rid of any stale, stagnant chi. One leg stand, letting all the way come into the left foot, letting that fully connect and support up through the leg, pelvis, dantians before letting the right leg come up off the ground. On the right leg comes down, letting the weight transfer be gradual. Support up through the ankle, leg, pelvis, dantians. Left leg comes up. Okay. Gradual weight transfer. Right leg up. Gradual weight transfer. Left leg up. And then stretch out the inside of the legs. Bending the left leg, right leg is straight, right arm is straight. Left hand can form a claw. The right arm is pointing parallel with the right leg. Fingers facing down into the ground. Switching sides, the right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Right arm, right hand can form a claw. Don't want to lock either one of the knees on this. If you lock your knees, eventually they'll be stayed locked.
Are you stretching the inner side of your leg?
Yes. That's the move we're doing right now.
Okay. Focus on doing that.
Okay, and then massage up the insides of the legs. And then we'll do some walking kicks. First the heels. Then the toes. Achilles tendon. Walking. Then we can do single bow and transition to looking at some movement details. The movement details this week are a treat, and since it's a special treat, I thought we could have a quote too. And we'll just read the quote. Don't take it personally. That's an interesting quote. Alright, so today's movements 53, 54, 55. Soar to each side is 53, so this is getting into the 7 steps. There's 7 steps in 4 different 7 steps. 4 sets of 7 steps. So this is the first of the 7 sets. 7 steps. Where first we're soaring, just relaxed, riding on the airwaves, and then 54, movement 54 is turning around, and then 55 is fluttering up. And there's a lot to these movements. Each one of the 7 steps is has a fair amount of detail to it, but they're very active and invigorating. So whenever I get to the 7 steps, it feels like a treat. Like, oh boy, we did everything in the form, and now we've got these 7 steps. They're so exciting. So much stuff is going on. Get to soar and build nests and search for food and all this stuff. So today we're soaring. I'll demonstrate it, and then we'll see if there's any questions, and then Iota will demonstrate it, and then we'll do the form. So last time we ended with the restoring on the back, so our feet were shoulder wide parallel to each other, and we had just done the turning of the claws, so we pushed out. That's 50, pushing the palms and then turning the claws. The fingers point up, checkpoint. The fingers point forward, checkpoint. Warming up the claw, checkpoint. And then the arms come land on the back and the fingers open up. That's restore on the back. We shake once and we rest for 3 seconds. Shake, rest, shake, rest, and that is the end of 52. And then to soar to each side for the first step, the arms drop to the sides and then come up shoulder high, and they're just resting gently there. The right heel turns in, and we take a step with the left foot, and the right hand comes to lower dantian and left hand comes to upper dantian, and we sink so that we're aligned with that left foot that's out, and the left foot is only touching on the little toes. It's a little bit open to the floor. It's not down, so the heel is up and the bottom of the foot is open. And then the eyes are on this left hand as it comes down, and you can play with how far out that is, what feels good, but at the end it comes in over the right hand, and we shift the weight to the left foot, sinking into the left foot, As the right foot comes forward, the right arm comes up the midline of the body. We're facing forward as that happens. Eyes are on the horizon as that happens. Then when the right hand gets up to be in the way of our eyes, we have our eyes on that right hand. Sink so that we're aligned with the right leg. The right arm drops down, and to feel out the distance that the right arm goes to get down on top of the left hand, try doing it too close to your body, which feels constricted and like there's not even enough roundness to it for it to get down to the left hand. It feels like it's just running down the body like running egg yolks or something. But if you have it too far out, then it just kind of evaporates. Like there's nothing to even hold on to. So somewhere in the middle there is a tangible descent, and then shifting the weight again. Left leg comes forward, left hand comes up, and we do a total of 7 of these. But let's just say this is 7, even though this is number 3. This time, as the hand comes down to lower dantian, we begin to flutter. So both hands are at lower dantian, fluttering, the elbows are out, and then we have our eyes on the horizon as we pivot on the left heel. So we're pigeon-toed, pivot on the right heel, and then we flutter up. So after we've turned around, we flutter up, and then checkpoint. We're fluttering up, we're looking up, and then fluttering to the sides. Checkpoint, the arms are at the sides, and then flutter forward. Checkpoint, and then we can move into the next movement, but we'll just close right there. Are there any questions regarding this movement? This series of movements, these 3 movements?
I always thought that we were doing this. I always thought that this is that kind of trajectory, like not this. Or always thought that. No. So the hand doesn't open up.
It doesn't open up, and you don't really get below the chi so much. As the important thing to see with the hands is first that it's connected as we're facing forward, that the hand is coming up the midline of the body, tracing up the midline of the body, and it's connected, dragging through the lower, middle, and upper dantian until it gets to the top. And then after it hits that checkpoint, you make the connection to upper dantian with the palm, and the eyes are on the hand. Then just sinking down allows the hips to shift and come in line with the, and then the idea is always effortless effort. So however the hand can come down in a round way to get to lower dantian, and you want to have it so that the palms are on top of each other with the very end, because then the hand that just came down can hold what the hand that's leaving is holding. So you're still holding it lower dantian, and then as you step with that stability, and as you step, the lower dantian, middle dantian, and upper dantian are stacked on top of each other. The upper one doesn't go before or after the rest of them. As you step, it's everything moving together. And then the hand comes up, dragging through the dantians, sink, and then coming down, and there's a roundness to it, the roundness is similar to how when we form the big ball, bring it over to the side, and we're massaging it, there's that sense of roundness all the way through the arm. So the roundness is felt through the shoulder, through the chest. So it's like a ball between the chest and the arm, the hand. It's all very round. There's a lot of roundness in the form. So that's the overall idea. Any other questions?
So we're not hand will not flip up.
Hand doesn't need to flip up, no?
Okay.
Okay, so we're at the end of 52, we were restoring on the back, so the feet are shoulder wide. Yeah. And the arms come first up to shoulder high. They relax, and then the right foot comes in, and the weight is in the right foot. Left foot comes out, and the right hand comes down to lower dantian, left hand to upper dantian. Then sink so that you're there, and the palms align.
I did that in a dynamic way. That's the 7th one. Now we're forehead. Forehead. Hip point. Right?
Let's rewind a little bit. So at the end of the 7th one, we came down and we're fluttering at lower dantian. We put the heel down in the left foot and we pivot on that heel so that we're pigeon toed. And then turn the rest of the way around. And then when we step forward, we then flutter up, sides, forward, and then pose. You want to try that bit again? And begin fluttering. And the heel comes down on the left foot. And pivot on the left heel. And pivot on the right heel and step. And then flutter up. Eyes are looking up as you flutter up. Flutter to the sides. Flutter forward. And close. So watching you do that, one more thing came to mind is how far out does the foot go when you're taking these steps? With the first step, you don't want your feet to be too close together or you don't have stability left or right. So from shoulder wide, the left foot should come out not so far that you feel like you're losing your balance and your dantian stack is going to fall over. Out just far enough that you don't lose your balance, but it's not too close so that you're also challenged with balance. It's somewhere in the middle of there. You can play with that. And then the same thing on the right side. It's not too far in, not too far out, not too far distant, not too close. And as the palm comes in and consolidated lower dantian, as you take this step, there's a massaging of the yang chuan, the bubbling spring point on the bottom of the foot as the foot pivots back to be forward and straight, and then taking the step. And if your foot is out just far enough, then when you put your leg down, you don't have to adjust this position to do the pigeon toe turnaround. Cool. Thank you for the demonstration. Okay, I think that's enough movement detail. We can do 3 bows and then do the form together. So the first bow, thanking each other for coming together and practicing. Another bow to thank the teachers for preserving the form. one more bow, thanking the world and the universe for this space to practice, sending good energy out every direction. Okay. With that, we can find our places for the form. Make sure we've got enough wingspan to perform goose maneuvers. If there's any warm-ups that you missed that you really want to do, you can get them in now. Take a sip of water, and then we'll do the form. Position 0, feet are shoulder wide, parallel to each other. Weight is evenly distributed all the way around the bottoms of the feet. Tongue is touching lightly in the palate. And begin. Hold. Forward, back. Macrocosm orbit. Rinse waist. Grab head. Turn around. Get the moon. Fluttering. Looking out over the water. Drinking water. Three. Digesting water. Grasping chi. Is that 12?
10.
Oh dear. Grasping chi, palms up. 10. Uncurl the fingers, spiraling up past the neck base. Reaching up, big ball. Over to the left, massaging towards lower dantian. Switching which hand is on top, massaging back to the left. Center. Okay. Okay. Then 7 steps. This week's movement. Lowering it lower dantian. Ladder to lower dantian. Pivot left heel, pivot right heel. Ladder up. Ladder to slice. Ladder forward. Take a step and search for food. Building a nest. Then we get to sleep. Okay. Close. Legs together. Walking meditation. Okay. Thank you for practicing. Thanks to the teachers for preserving the form. Thanks to Mother Urge for sustainable in us. Alrighty, that's it. We look good for Saturday, 10 a.m. on Saturday because we can. Shift from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Back to the old time, the new old time. That's it. Alrighty, thanks for practicing. Take care. See you soon. Bye.